Good morning, this is Ted with Foxhole Homes, and today we're going to talk about building bottle brick walls. There's a lot of similarities between this and what we were doing with pack out in one of our previous videos. One of the first things that we've got to do is make sure that we've got porcupining in place to hold the walls where any place where it will touch lumber. And with this one, we're going to do a lot more nails than we were with the pack out in the tires. And so as I do that, right, I'm going to tack these in and try not to pound my fingers. And as I do that, I'm going to want to put the nails in at random angles so that it helps grip better into the wood and hold from different angles. One of the next things that I want to do, anytime you're using Portland-based cement or even adobe, you want to make sure that you're working on a surface that's been dampened down a little bit, because if you have the wet material interacting with the dry material directly, a lot of times it will cure too quickly and it won't bond well. So I'm going to be working right here right now, and so I'm simply got a little bottle of water, and I'm going to make sure that the material surface that I'm working on is dampened down. Now, what we're going to be placing in this is our bottle bricks, and we saw those in a previous video. It is an 8-inch brick made up of two pieces of the bottoms off of two bottles, clear on one side and colored on the other. As I'm placing these bottle bricks, I want to do it so that the clear side is facing out, because as the sun shines into the wall, we want to make sure that as much radiant energy is penetrating the bottle as possible so that it's warming up the inside of the house as it goes. As I get going, what I'm going to do, I've got my mud mixed up just the same as we were using in our pack out earlier. It's 5 parts sand, 1 part Portland cement, and some fiberglass fibers to help hold that together. Right? I want it so that it makes a nice little mud ball, right? This is a tiny bit on the dry side, but it's still pretty good. On this wall, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here in this corner, and I'm going to get kind of a little double handful, and I'm going to make a little bed in the corner, and I'm starting right here in this corner, and then I'm going to take my first bottle brick, and again, making sure that the clear side goes out, I'm just going to nestle that into place. On this wall, I'm doing it so that it's the bottle bricks are flush with the inside, that are flush with the inside of the wall. So they're going to overhang this outside quite a bit. Then I want to make sure that that bottle brick is level. So I may have to move some material around a little bit to make sure that that's level across that space. And then I'm going to keep going. Make a nice little bed of mortar, level it with the inside, and I want about 2 finger widths. Right? I want about 2 finger widths in between my bottles. Again, after I get it in there, I'm going to make sure that it's level. There. And keep going again. Now I'm working in between. As I get going, I want to try to at least initially keep a little bit of the mortar away from the front edge, or the edge that'll be in the interior of the building, to make sure that I can grout it and it looks good when I'm done. There we go. And I'm just going to continue to work my way up. Then after I've got a section laid and it's cured in pretty well, then I can start filling in the grout and the gaps further in between. But that's the basics. As I go up, I want to make sure that they're level here, and I want to make sure that they're flush with the interior of the wall so that it's plumb and level on each bottle as we go. As I design the space, I can have some browns and some greens and some blues. It could be random, right? I can design whatever shape I want as far as what I'm going to see on the interior of that. And that's it. That's the basics of how to start a bottle wall. Make sure it's porcupined, make sure that the work surface is damp, and then just start working your way up.